Hi, this is Hungry News. So, I was talking to myself the other day. I'm sorry, my doctor said I shouldn't do that. I thought to myself, I was thinking to myself the other day, and a thought occurred. Actually, a question. So, as a country, Hungary, are we the Titanic? Let me explain. Our government thinks that everything's okay, both inside the country and outside the country. Our government thinks that the IMF and the European Union will cope with whatever we want to do. And apparently we are sinking because many of my fellow contractors and company owners are starting to just give back the business. I don't know if that's a legitimate expression in English, but we say we give back the business when we finish it. So it happens with almost all the self-employers and many of the firms. Of course not the big ones, because my big friends are still okay, because I don't really care about. But the ones that are starting or were very poor, or well, starting because obviously if you are doing your job very well, then you are destined to success. So, you know. So, let's get back to business. So it seems that our country is sinking, but our government doesn't really realize this. So that, because of that, this thought occurred. That are we the Titanic? Are we really sinking but not realizing it? And that's it. That's what I was thinking about alone. So, yeah. Now, second thing. I really should give you some new information about what's happening in a country. So, let's get started. First, the IMF. There is no current news about the IMF. They say that they will start a discussion with Hungary, and they intend not to leave this time. Now, according to the government, this means that, they give in. According to standard procedure or the normal thinking, it means that the IMF will not leave us alone until they get what they wanted. Now, what they really want is to give us money, and that's it. They will ask for the money for some day, but Second, the United, come on, that's not the United Nations, that's just the European Union. So the EU doesn't really want to hear about us right now. They don't want to talk to us. Maybe later. Either way, even if they talk or don't, a list will be presented at a certain point of time. A list that what we not should do, but have to do. So, for example, a year ago, or half a year ago, they said, well, you, as a nation, shouldn't make laws against democracy. And now they will say that we can't do things, we mustn't do things. Now, mustn't and have to is worse than should, because as long as countries are telling us what we should do, we are given the freedom of choice. But after they start saying have to and mustn't, then the freedom of choice, well, expires. I don't know, and this is the real doubt in this situation. I don't know if I'm right, if I'm seeing this the right way. So, is it true that the IMF will not yield during the conversations, or is it true that they give in, like my government says? Is it true that the European Union will say, okay, no worries, you're still our friends? Or, according to economists and other people, amongst them, there is me, that they say, okay, now either you leave us or you do what we say. So, I don't know. There's this doubt in the air. But logic dictates that I'm right and the government is wrong. And not just I'm right, but everyone is right who says the things I say here. Now, I don't know. It looks very bad right now, because people are starting to realize what really the government means. So a lot of people, not just my fellow employers, but employees as well, start to feel the changes in the system. First, obviously, it was the employers, because we feel the changes by January the 1st. But the first salaries in this year will due in the first part of February, and then everyone will know what the government really did. And, well, I should say we should get back to this subject at that time. And I say that. In the meantime, I will try to talk about many things about Hungary, the way of life and stuff. I have a complete list about these, so don't worry, you will not be missing out. I hope that you will keep watching me, and I hope it's not that boring. When I watch myself back, it seems really boring, but you know, this information I'm sharing, it's known to me, so I don't know. I think that the information could be interesting. So, like every time, except last time, I thank you for watching me, and I hope I can provide good information about Hungary. That's it. I have nothing else to say.